my first screen on this question is parallelism and idiom, and it is not as blank, but as blank, not as X, but as Y. So he regarded him not as a mentor, but as a friend. So you wouldn't say he regarded him as not a mentor, but as a friend. It's not as parallel. We want the word not to come before the parallelism begins, and the parallelism is called out beginning where the as's are. So the as's should be followed by the parallel structure. And since not isn't going to be part of that parallel structure, it's going to precede this phrase. We don't want a situation like A or B. Now, looking at C, D, and E, not as a single substance, not to be a single substance, not as a single substance. I prefer C out of those three to be the best answer, because I think that D uses some like non-standard language. Not to be is not really standard. So I would get rid of C, D, probably because of the not to be. And I would say that the main screen is in E, not as a single substance, but instead as being a biological. We bring in this action, this as being versus just a substance. It's not as a substance, but as another noun. And we don't get another noun in the back. We get this idea of being something. So that's why answer choice E is going to be crossed out. I think D is just like a junky version of C. So in a vacuum between C and D, C is my favorite answer, and that's going to be our answer choice. Remember that when we come down to a tiebreaker, we want to use number one, what's the clearest in the meaning? I think they're probably all relatively clear in their meaning. Number two, what's the most concise? I think that answer choice C is a little more concise. We don't have the extra words like to be in D, or in answer choice E, the instead and the being. So those are probably my screens, like conciseness and just what sounds the best idiomatically, which would be answer choice C out of the C, D, and E that are left after screen one.